Deer with it, deer, y'all. Some motherfucking rude points of RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to all my gods and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You already know what the fuck it is. So this dude right there, he just walked out the other thing just to try to provoke me and get me another. I'm telling y'all, the way people weaponize this system, it shows you the people's psychological state when they see people that need help, whether they can help them or not, and how they try to weaponize these individual situations as if it's not showing entirely what we're living in, or as if like inflation isn't a real thing, you know? So it shows that people are more frustrated off of seeing people struggle than the reason why more people are struggling, right? You know, so that's showing you the psychological state of the lack of awareness of people not knowing what they're living in, regardless of their genetic makeup. Prokaryotic cell or eukaryotic cell, right? And even these people, right? These trying to laugh and shit. Like, what's funny, right? He unnatural, animal DNA, right? What's funny though? You got animal DNA. You share gene sequences with several animals. What's funny about that, right? Of you, but you trying to provoke somebody that's neuromelanated, that's aware. This is the psychological damage that I'm trying to tell y'all. It's like your species is doing this to another species, but you don't want to take accountability for it. But when you see these people in these states, whether mental illness, struggling financially, you want to make it seem like they're just wrong or something is wrong with them. You know, what does that sound like? It almost sounds like, what do you call it? Reverse, what do they call it? Reactive abuse. You know, like how you'll see how a woman or a man, right, will literally provoke you, right? Or know that they're doing something wrong, they provoke you, and then when you react, try to make it seem like it's not that. You get what I'm saying? That's what these unnatural people have been doing to us the whole time that we're here. That's why a lot of them don't like me, and they go out their way to try to make me feel inadequate, because it's like I'm not gonna feel inadequate about something that's being forced on me, that's being enforced, right? Don't matter how much I play the game or not, I know that this shit is abuse. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? My children are subjugated to y'all. You feel me? A system is taking children away from people, but this species does the most inhumane shit to children altogether. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real. So it's like, so really what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, but it just shows you the psychological state that whether of a lack of awareness that people still attempt in that way to provoke people like that, or even if you don't know, it speaks volumes, y'all. It speaks volumes. So I would never feel inadequate. I know what I'm living in. You know what I mean? This is why this shit is shutting down right now, y'all. But it just shows you how much people hate truth and how much people want to live off of us. Like, they would rather see us in a state of lack or not having much, and them in their mind twist that to make them believe that we're really low, as if we're not being abused. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, y'all. Shit is crazy, you know? Shit is crazy, y'all. But like I told y'all, the real currency is knowledge. And happiness. I have one of them, but I don't have happiness. And the reason why I don't have happiness, I can't have happiness on a planet where children are being abused and anything is supposed to be going on around children being abused as if it's not happening. I can't be only but too much happy while that's going on, you know? I don't have the heart like a lot of y'all to act like it's not going on, or use any materialistic, superficial stuff to act like it's not going on. You know what I mean? I don't have that type of heart, y'all. So it's like, in that way, I know I'm a lot different than a lot of people alone. I really care for children, y'all. That's not sugarcoated. You get what I'm saying? So it's like everybody else can act like it's not going on, or do, say, move however like it's not going on. But I'm not like that. That's why y'all saw when I put them all on camera, actually, one of them, his hands started sweating and everything off of hearing everything I was saying, because they already know, y'all. They already know, you know? They already know. Even a black lady just walked by me as she heard me saying this. She know they already everybody already knows really where we're going and what's taking place, y'all. It's just catching up to your point that people not even being able to avoid it the little bit that they trying to avoid it. You get what I'm saying? That's all it is. Chandler, yeah, you're a kid. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? How old are you? What's your age? Because I'm about to give you some knowledge and something to look up, and please look it up, man, because you're the future. You're a kid, regardless of your genetic makeup. But how old are you? How old are you? Well, regardless of your age, I'm gonna tell you from both angles. Well, I'm gonna just tell you this. Look up the prokaryotic cell. If you even start typing it in, like PROKARY, right? Prokaryotic. If you start typing, it's gonna already come up. And you start typing prokaryotic versus eukaryotic, it's gonna come up. Now, what that's associated with, that's associated with everything that's taking place right now. You know, I'm telling you from me being a bit older than you to oh my God, to look that up, because that is gonna help you. You know, because a lot of this stuff, I'm straight, man. I'm straight. I'm not. I definitely like women. You know, I don't know. Maybe if my nose ring made you think otherwise, I don't know. But I'll let you know. Don't get the nose ring twisted. I like women, man. No disrespect to anybody that's on that. You know how you get your feel is how you get your feel. But I'm not. I don't know. You say you like me? Oh nah, I don't rock like that. Oh, he seems like a zesty dude. Oh, I know y'all together. Shout out both of y'all. I know who y'all in connection to. Y'all really, my light really irritates y'all, don't it? Look, if y'all still connected to that person I left alone, like I'm good. Like if she's still obsessed with me and she's still having you know what I mean? Having y'all having to look up to me of wondering why she's still connected to me. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. I mean y'all no hate, I swear. You know, I am who I am. You get what I'm saying? I know I'm a one-on-one, but I wish y'all well. Like seriously. Y'all can have her, whatever y'all want to do with her. We just got a child. It's all good. It's all gravy and mashed potatoes. You know? It's all gravy and mashed potatoes. But you know, you that's like that though, I hope you, what do you call it? I hope you find somebody for yourself. You know? But nah, the kid though. Yeah, look up prokaryotic versus eukaryotic cell. And man, try to learn about genetics regardless of your genetic makeup. You know, it's something powerful in relation to everybody that can help you how you eat, how you exercise, what you're paying attention to reading wise, and every way of what's going in your body, right? Because, you know, a lot of ways, I tell you, any kids watching this, a lot of the ways how we've been taught just to worry about is like just what we eat, which is something very powerful. Don't get me wrong. But there's other ways that stuff are entering your bodies also. You hear what I'm saying? And I'll tell you this, no disrespect to since they're on my page talking about this, let me put something in perspective real quick, right? Because it's something that's infringed on some kids that watch my stuff, right? No kid should be because y'all know a lot of the movies and stuff. I saw like somebody talking about it the other day, you know, about all the movies and stuff. Enjoy the rest of your day. You know, and they was basically talking about how and a lot of the cartoons and stuff, like a lot of the kids, they're putting like a lot of the gay stuff in all the kid cartoons and stuff like that, you know, to make it more like accessible as if like it's like a normal way to be like. because of the disrespect behind the color spectrum of the rainbow associated with the alphabet, life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we emit all of those colors naturally, of the whole light spectrum, right? Nah, yeah, we can still be friends. You know what I'm saying? We can be friends on here. You my friend. You on my joint. I ain't blocked you yet, right? You know what I'm saying? I ain't put you on in the timeout. You already put a couple people on timeout since I've been on here, so it's all love. You know what I'm saying? I got no negative energy towards you or anything like that. I'll let you know that's not natural, though. And you're going to be held accountable for it even more so if you're neuromelanated, moving in that way. However, so it came about you being like that, I'll tell you that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But yeah, nah, I don't hate you for being like that. I know me as a neuromelanated being, I'm gonna be held accountable as if that I am like that because of my connection to you, us having the same genetic makeup. I'm kind of blown about that irritation a little bit, but it's a lot of other stuff that's in that same category that we all gonna have to face from a collective standpoint. Because even though we're individual, we're one in unison. You feel me? So everything that we do should be within that and should have always been. You know what I'm saying? And it's confirmation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a real thing, y'all. So I say it like this, like it's a lot of attacks. Like I'm not going front. Like a human being just came in here just now. A white girl, she was kind of fat. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But would I actually have sex with that if she would have threw that? Hell no. I'm not having sex with nobody with animal DNA. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening. Or anybody that I know that has enjoy the rest of your day, God. Or anybody that has like a whole bunch of different DNA. That's confirmed. It's 12-12 when I said that, a whole bunch of different DNA in them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean genetically with that. I mean just by having a lot of sexual partners. Like the video I posted, I've been telling y'all, but way before that video, how DNA stays with women, your sexual partners. How you retain it and shit. I broke a lot of that down. But shout out to you. I'm guessing, Rahe Dubs, I'm guessing you're neuromelanated. You're neuromelanated, man. I will give you advice to break out of that, bro. Break out of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, how you like to get your feel, how you get your feel or whatever, but it's not natural, man. And even more so, you being the son in the flesh like me, man, it's gonna be consequences around that. So it's like, you get away from that, bro. Like I'm just telling you straightforward. That's not good to it's not good to be, man. But I hope everybody having a good day. At the end of the day, we gotta stay. Man, what you can, and I'll leave you with this. What you can pray for, right? What you can pray for, right? You can do right now yourself. You feel me? That's one of our biggest problems. That's one of our biggest problems, y'all. Like, and that's one thing that I be having with religion. Like, I be like, how are we going to talk about that we need to pray for certain things that like we can just build our discipline up, and just like as of switching a habit or a bad habit. You know what I'm saying? Why is we praying about stuff that put it like this? In the way how y'all be thinking and shit, I'm like, if you're gonna pray for anything, pray for strength, if anything, but don't be praying for stuff to change that you could change your choices up and change that reality yourself and expect for somebody just to do that shit for you. Like, that's crazy as shit, a lot of our brothers and sisters gonna be looking at us like what you mean you was waiting for me to save you? You know what I'm saying? Y'all had more than enough proof of what the fuck was going on with y'all. Y'all, our children being touched on, and literally in sexual ways. You know what I'm saying? Body parts being taken out. You know what I'm saying? Then so-called legally, mentally and medically. evaluating us, modern day experimentations as of yesterday. You get what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now, y'all. Like, this shit crazy, But the real reality is everything has to shift, y'all, because people don't get the damage behind who we are. And reason why I say people don't get the damage behind who we is because if they did, they would realize that much more so detrimental around the consequences it is off of what's been shown and them to still continue living this way and living this lie. They would know how dangerous that is. But you see what they doing. Like I say, like the Titanic, they like, shit, I'm gonna ride this shit all the way out. So it's just that shit gonna make it worse. That shit gonna make it worse. People don't gotta validate me because Mother Nature's validating me. You feel me? You see what Mother Nature's doing. She's validating me every day. No, I don't want to be worshipped or anything. I appreciate the kindness, but don't worship me at all. Worship yourself. You know what I'm saying? Worship a righteous ego. Worship all that's going to make you better for yourself. You know what I mean? For your species and others. Worship that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Discipline, growth, evolve, and ascension. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Don't worship me. I appreciate it though. You know what I'm saying? Because all I'm trying to remind y'all to do is to know y'all own power. You feel me? Like this, everything is about awareness. If you don't know what you're in or what's against you, you can't even pinpoint the attack. You feel me? Like whether you speak on it or not, you don't even know what's going on. So that's all I be on. Like, because this shit is more important than me than the infringed ways that's going away more by the day. You feel me? Regardless of what people think personally, you know what I mean. But yeah, nah, this shit is very, very real right now. This shit is very, very real. But I'll let y'all know this though. I am somebody special in the cosmos though. I have control a lot more than the average neuromelanated being. I will let y'all know that. That's the reason why my anatomy is changing a bit faster than the average neuromelanated being out here. But a lot of us are though. A lot of our shit is just straight oatmeal. So a lot of our anatomy is changing faster than a lot of us. That's a serious thing that's happening. But you gotta match it though. Like it's stuff that's very dangerous right now that can stop the process of it, almost like stun it, if not moving properly. You get what I'm saying? Eden's definitely one of them. That's like a big one, but that's always been a big one. You really got to stay calm because I don't think that y'all realize how cortisol really works, like really how I talk about it so much because it's like a lot of the problems that lead to so-called mental health and stuff like that. Excuse me. By any chance, would you be able to spare? Yeah, a lot of us don't realize how cortisol works. So basically, what I'm saying is like. And I'll never say it enough. You get what I'm saying? Because it's so important and intricate how cortisol works. Like a lot of the problems that people would either make fun of people about or just that would just be there and people not knowing how they got created, right? Repeatedly, the cortisol being released in your brain, it can lead to a lot of these problems that are like mental health, as they would say. But then the person's just going to look at that person like they just got a mental health problem. They're not going to see of what they was living in, what was infringed on them that caused this cortisol to be released repeatedly. That's not normal, and that led to this problem in their brain, right? The average person out here is not seeing that. They just gonna see the mental health problem they got, and then if they, that's gonna cause them to be homeless and not be able to be a good slave on the planet and shit like that. Like the way it trickles down, it's like people are seeing people from these problems but not really seeing what the real problems are. You get what I'm saying? So you said this is my last breath. See you in heaven, my love. I don't know why you calling me. I don't know why you calling me your love. I need you as my best friend. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna say straight up. I wish you well in general, but I speak my mind. You know what I mean? And the pain that's been done to me, this might sound kind of ruthless, but I'm just being straightforward with y'all. If you the mother of my child, Issa, this is you talking to me, and you about to do something to yourself or something from whoever you messing with now's page or whatever. I mean, do what you got to do. Because at the end of the day, you hurt a child, and then you hurt me as a neuromelanated being. You know what I mean? That comes from a black woman. So you do what you got to do. You feel me? That's all I got to tell you. I could care less, honestly. You know what I mean? I could care less. I don't even look at you like that no more. We got a kid, so I mean, if you feel like, and to be honest, you're not gonna see me there. If that's you and you think that you go into something like that with what you've done, the damage that you caused to an innocent child, you're not going there. You get what I'm saying? You did one of the most wildest laws to not do on the planet. You brought harm to a child. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring harm to children purposely and think that you're ascending or you just going to heaven. So-called say, like, hurting children. Children's minds are so like they're innocent. You know what I'm saying? And you had a purpose like clear intentions, like intent, like malice. You know what I'm saying? So no. So this is my last breath. See you in heaven, my love. So if that is you, then kudos to you. If you think that's where you're going, then that's what it is. You do what you got to do to yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I don't look at you like that. If that is, but if you're a random person that's saying this, yeah, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not the answer. I fight suicide every day. I got people trying to provoke me every day, and I go through more. Like any one thing that I'm going through, average people around me wouldn't be able to take. You know what I'm saying? Just by me even saying certain stuff, because for a while, like when I was like I telling y'all about like my child and stuff, me being alienated from my child because of what this woman caused for 5 years. Last time I seen my son, he was 5 months old. He's about to be 6 in June, right? When I was like the first 2 years and what I was going through with just that alone, scratch the cheating in my family being destroyed, just the child alienation alone, wrongly, right? Like I literally would tell people when I felt like they was doing the most. I would tell them, I would be like, if your child was stripped away from you right now and you didn't see him or her for another 5 years, 5.5 years, how do you think you would feel? And you would just see the face, just by just the thought of it. People damn near break down, eyes watering. I'm just like, yeah, so have some respect for somebody that's very strong, that's going through something that they shouldn't had to, you know what I'm saying? But I just know it on a deeper level now because I know why all this shit is in orchestration how it is. Because I know what the judicial system is. I know how it's ran. You know what I mean? Down to the T, not what is being said, what it's like. You know what I'm saying? I know the magic that's behind it. I know why it's an altar in there, just like how it's an altar in the educational system. You get what I'm saying? Like I know what's being done. I know what they playing with. You feel me? Off of the lack of people's awareness, which I always say. A lack of awareness is very, very bad. You'll be manipulated in any shape, way, or form off of it. You get what I'm saying? 3D wise, not 3D. You know what I'm saying? That's why knowledge is infinite. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is understanding. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, Yeah, I feel like this is my baby mother though. You are my rescue angel. I love you, man. I wish I could worship you. I need you as my best friend. What do you? Yeah. Can I hug you? This is my last day of life. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy though. Hey, but one thing that my dad told me all the time, he said, man, you got to watch your choices because he said, I'm grateful I'm still able to be gentle with people, because I know all that was done to me, how it was supposed to make me. It was supposed to make me just like them. But I'm not like that though. You know what I'm saying? People smear a smear campaign like my name, started rumors about me. You know, I've been backstabbed in every single way that y'all can think of or not think of has been done to me. Like I've been through everything, y'all. So it's like when I say like I'm a very very strong person and I'm very fond of my spirit. You know, I mean, you could say ancestors, spirit guides. I'm just in tune. You know what I'm saying? I'm in tune with energy and I'm in tune with myself. A lot of people aren't intact with themselves. So if you're not intact with yourself, you could be emotionally manipulated by anything on the outside. But if you're intact with yourself, no matter what a situation could seem good or bad, it's not going to phase you in a way how it would in difference of what I just said. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's very, very important. But one thing I do want to ask y'all though, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to let me know, because I saw the ball drop at like the last moment or whatever, right? Well, I didn't see the ball drop. That's what I'm saying. Do y'all remember actually seeing the ball drop on the Times Square jump? I don't remember them changing the channel. Someone said like they changed the channel at like 49 seconds and then they switched it back and then it was like 9 seconds. But like the seconds didn't go by for it to go back down to 9 seconds. And then they said they didn't even drop the ball and people didn't even see the ball drop. It's crazy because when I looked at it, I know I didn't see the change of commercials, but I don't think that I seen the ball drop though. I didn't think about it till someone said it, but I don't think I seen the ball drop, even though it was supposed to drop at that time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if it did. But like I said, you know, where we're at. Where we're at, you know what I'm saying? Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Positive energy y'all way. Hey, we transmuting, man. I ain't holding none of that negative energy in. We going forward. I mean, that's return and sender. Yeah, no. But yeah though, y'all. Oh, I fuck with this human being. I forget this white girl name. She be blowing them. I remember she had like a couple jumps. I forget her name and shit. Did she have like that surfing song or something? Where it was like, I swear she had like a song and like a video like they was like surfing or some shit. And I'm about to get off of here though, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I gave y'all a lot. Shout out to everybody that's been in this jump. Like I said, the fact that like I fight suicide every day, just being alienated from my child and being soft with people and still, you know what I mean, staying focused. It ain't like I don't go through pain, but the fact that I can get by that, I'm gonna end this live with this. As far as the mother of my child, I hope that wasn't you saying like your last goodbye or something to me, off of your mistakes that you made and the harm that you caused to a child years on. But if you did, and you did do something to yourself, I don't even really got no words for it, but to say, you know, I don't know. I really don't got no words to say towards it. Cause I don't feel anything towards you. So I'm gonna just leave you with that. You know, it's the Lord viewpoints of RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to all my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You know what it is. And shout out my Brit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my Brit Brit. Oh, you know this. I ain't even see this at first. That shit funny as hell. Yeah, I don't even know if Yo on here still, but I gotta put Yo on timeout like he is and shit. Just with that name, that's a crazy name. You know, that's a wild name to have as your name. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah, this shit's crazy.